What's going on, guys? Welcome to another gameplay video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Amonkhet Remastered literally just updated on my computer, and therefore I thought, you know what? Let's play a little bit of historic. Let's play with some cards from Amonkhet. And I think we're going to start to maybe intermix some historic videos in with some standard videos, just so we get more of a mixture of stuff. I think that would be really fun. So the card here that we are actually testing out is Anointed Procession. This card is ridiculous. For you that did play during Amonkhet Standard, this was a very key card in a lot of the token strategies, the life gain strategies. You could do some broken stuff with this, and we're going to try that today. We're going to try some broken stuff. The idea here is anytime an effect would create a token, it creates twice that many tokens instead. So these actually exponentially grow the more you have, and the way we get more of them is with Mythos of Illuna. So create a token that is a copy of target permanent. If red and green was spent to cast this, which it will never be, you do some extra stuff. But the point here is you get a token of Anointed Procession. But because you have an Anointed Procession, you actually get 2 tokens. And then if you've got, that many out, they all double however many tokens you put out. And so the rest of the deck is essentially built around putting your tokens out as quickly as possible, getting multiple Anointed Processions down, and then just being able to go really, really ham on some token stuff. So to help us with that, we've got Legion's Landing, an Ixalan card here. 1 mana, you get a legendary enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1 white vampire with lifelink, and then when you attack with 3 or more creatures, you can transform this to actually get the land side of it, which you can pay 3, tap it, and create a vampire token as well. Angelic Ascension, instant 2 mana, exile target creature or planeswalker, and its controller creates a 4/4 white angel token with flying. So this can actually be used offensively or defensively. Obviously, we can exile one of our own creatures just to get another proc off of the procession, but it also does work on the defense. So if we need to get rid of an opponent's creature for whatever reason, we can do that. Raise the alarm, very simply throws some tokens out there. Birth of Meletis helps us hit our land drops, throws out some tokens, and gains us some life. Bastion of Remembrance is really, really cool in this deck. So 3 mana enchantment, when it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human creature soldier token. Obviously, hopefully we'll get more than that. And then whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So this not only adds hopefully a lot of tokens to the board, but also gives us a way to deal damage just when our stuff dies, which is great. Woe Strider obviously creates tokens, but gives us a way to sack these creatures once we do have them, and scry like endlessly, which is pretty cool. God-Eternal Bontu, 5/6 for 5 menace. Whenever it enters the battlefield, sacrifice any number of other permanents, then draw that many cards. So this is essentially a huge way for us to just draw a bunch of stuff. When it dies or is put into exile from the battlefield, you can put it on into its owner's library 3rd from the top. So this is also just a recursive threat as well. Shark Typhoon here, obviously really here for the cycling mechanic. Just being able to cycle this away, get a shark, and then ideally copy that a lot is great. As far as the lands go, we do have 25. 3 Castle Ardenvale. Obviously, they create tokens, so we want it. 2 planes here. 4 Glacial Fortress, 4 Hallowed Fountain, 4 Godless Shrine, 4 Isolated Chapel, wow. 2 Drowned Catacomb, and 2 Watery Grave. Obviously, a bit of a skew towards the white and the black, which does make sense, but we obviously need some blue here for the Mythos. So, that's the deck. I have not played this. I'm excited to play this because I really, really love the Procession. I think it's such a cool card. It's so cool. It was sort of like a New Age doubling season, and I really like that. So excited to try this out. This is not necessarily the deck you would think to play with Anointed Procession. Generally, you kind of just go for like basic token strategies, but the idea that you get to copy Anointed Procession was too good to pass up. I mean, come on. How could you not? So really excited to try this out, and excited to be playing Historic. We haven't ever played Historic on recording before, so this is a bit of a new thing for us, but I really do, I look forward to stuff like this. It's really fun. So we'll keep. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, that's so cool. I fully expect that I'm going to get my butt handed to me by the way, for multitudes of reasons. Most importantly, I don't play Historic very often, so this is going to be a new experience for me, but I am excited about it. I think it's going to be a good time, so we shall see. Let's do this. I think we just go ahead and play a Birth. Kind of would like to save the token generators for when we do have the Anointed Procession out, but chances are we'll have to play some out here just to kind of keep ourselves in the game. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and play the Woe Strider out here. Just a really nice card, and then we can pass. And if we need to sack and scry some stuff, we certainly can. This does help us get to our combo, so there is reason to want to do that. Looks like we're just up against some goblins. Some good old gobos. Okay. Sure. Do want to be very careful in my play patterns here. I'm going to try and stay on top of things with this. I'm going to misplay, but because this is a new format and this is a very tricky format, there's a lot more to it than standard. I just want to make sure that we are doing what we need to do. I am going to scry here. We really, really want to get our Anointed Procession, so I don't want to lose this, but I do want to get there as quickly as I can. Okay, we'll do that. Let's go ahead and play the Bastion. We'll just get that down, and we will pass. We do have our double blue here, which is great. That's going to really, really make sure that we get to play the Mythos, which is important. And I'm kind of waiting to see if they do attack in, we get to at least block a couple things, then we'll sack in response to hopefully get to that, that procession. Ooh, very good. Okay. Interesting to see what they might do here. Still not attacking in. It's kind of interesting. Let's do this. Gonna put that on the bottom. And we'll go ahead and draw. Nope, still not much. Let's do this. I think we'll pass here. Mythos of Illuna is very, very good, but I don't really want to be copying the Woe Strider here. I'd much rather get like an Angelic Ascension, or excuse me, a Raise the Alarm or a token out. We could, there is a world where we copy the Bastion, so that is something we could certainly consider, but I don't think we're quite there yet. Okay. Now they can sack a lot to play out Moxus. That is very, very good, no doubt. Angelic Ascension, very helpful as well here, but that's definitely great. Okay. And we may be able to, in tandem with Raise the Alarm and Angelic Ascension, we might be able to do something here that's a little bit tricksy, but I think potentially worth it. If they decide to attack in, very crucially, if they decide to attack in. Sure. I think they're just trying to see how fast or how many goblins they can get out, which is like fine, but we do give them a 4/4 if we do some tricksy stuff here, but might actually be worth it. We'll see. We will see. We get to trade off with a bunch of their stuff if they attack in. And if they don't, that's fine. All right, so let's do this. Gonna get that out of there. I do know we give them a 4/4, but this dips all these things down as well. Get this out. All right. Let's get... Let's get this, this, and this. We'll block here. I think that's okay. It's not great, but we trade off with a number of things. Get some life back here. And we keep a good bit on the board, which is nice. Still nothing there. Well, we play this. Do we copy this? I still don't think so. Again, that seems fine, but not great. So I'd rather not. Very good. And we knew that was coming, that's fine. Wow, that's so good. Okay, so let's do this. I think we do that. We do need to scry. Goodness, so many lands. Oh, we could have also... That was a bit of a mistake. That's okay. All right. I think it was right to do that, but ugh. Goodness gracious, we are just not getting anywhere. Yeah, that's all we can do. I mean, yeah, I think we just lose here. We're just being hit like crazy with goblins, so that's fine. I did miss a block there, so that was a bit of a mistake, but worse things have happened, I think. They have a lava coil here. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and concede. Unfortunately, we just could not find that procession. I don't think we misplayed too heavily. Certainly that Moxus we could have killed with the exile spell, but I think we were kind of right to try and trade everything off there just because they just have so much. I mean, that's all there is to it. All right, let's jump into game 2. You guys get to watch me flounder in Historic. Hopefully that's enjoyable for you guys. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, we'll keep. Let's do this, since we need all of these. Hey, how are you? Goblins again. Yep. Sure. Let's do this, and we pass. Now, do we keep the Raise the Alarm? Probably not. We'll just see what they do on attacks here, but chances are we don't. Don't just hit enter. Okay. Definitely want to trade off the Prospector here. Prospector is very, very good. Wow. All right, well. Just gonna hold off. How many lands can we draw? What do you guys think? How many do you think we'll get? I'm gonna keep this token around in case we get, interesting. In case we get the exile spell, whatever it is, I can't ever remember. All right, let's do this. There we go. That's helpful. And we have the Raise the Alarm, which is great. Unfortunately, we probably don't get to kind of do both next turn. We won't have the mana, and I don't think we can go for the second procession, especially given this. Wow, especially given this. There's just no way. That's insane. Yeah. All right, we are at 4, so that's good. So we get 4 tokens and then we die. All right. Well, kicking butt, losing every game. We were a turn away from doing some really cool stuff, but that's okay. We've been against goblins twice. That's insane. I guess it's not really. This is Historic best of 1. What else do you expect? But let's jump into our third game. Let's see how we do. Hopefully we can get 1 win with this. I really want to get to the point where we can copy a procession and just get tons and tons of tokens. But that's going to take a much slower deck than goblins to do. So we're learning together. We're learning about the meta, if anything, right now. Wow. So we do get to cycle this away potentially, but I think I'm going to mulligan that. I will keep this. We'll throw Shark Typhoon back. All right. This isn't amazing, but we do have Raise the Alarm into the procession, so hopefully we can stay alive here. Let's just do this and we'll pass. Interested to see what we end up against here, though. I'm going to see what happens. Again, this is me kind of fleshing out the meta a little bit, so feel free to scrutinize in the comment section, but we're learning. That's all. Next turn we have Procession. Chances are this is counter deck, so at least that's my guess. Again, not knowing the meta very well. I have no idea what the best cards in the meta are. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, you got it. All right, cool. Oh, well, we don't have the mana for it, but I am gonna just hit Narset just so they can't get a second activation there. I don't want them to pull a sweeper. They may just be able to. Can this just kill this? Yeah. Well, they can put it on into our deck, which is definitely frustrating. Although if they do that, they lose to Fairy. So there is a world where maybe that's not the best idea. We'll see. Not gonna do anything. Well, that's not shady at all. Oops. Why? Why is it doing that? Okay. There we go. Let's just do this. Let's kill Narset if we can. All right.
You are a mighty warrior.
And I'm just gonna end the turn. I'm gonna leave up this Angelic Ascension. I don't think there's a world where we need to just go ham for that right now. Maybe in response to this we can do that, but we'll see. There we go. Now we can threaten to Fairy super conveniently. I did it then, by the way, because they're about to untap 2 mana, so that just seemed like the best option. I think we'll do this. They may have a response here, in which case they can probably get around this, but we do have another Angelic Ascension in hand, so it doesn't seem terrible. What you got? Yep. Actually, yeah, well, let's just do it. All right. Well, we definitely have a threat here, but, okay. That makes sense. This is a very interesting matchup. Yep. That sucks. That definitely reset us. That was part of why I didn't want to do the Angelic Ascension, but, you know, I felt like it wasn't the worst idea. All right, well, we pass. End of their turn, we Castle Ardenvale. Yeah.
You know what?
Not much luck here, gonna be honest. All right. Do this. They, I'm sure, have a way to deal with these tokens, so I'm not super worried about that, but I do need to make them have something. I am going to attack the Teferi here. And I'm guessing they have a counter. But we do kind of have to just run it out and see what happens, because we're not doing anything else. I mean, we can spit out more tokens, but that doesn't seem very helpful against a Teferi. Ooh, Sublime Epiphany. Yeah, dude. That's very, very good. Ugh. So high valued. Okay, well, they ditched a Shatter. What do we need? Probably just another Procession. They can Field of Ruin a castle. Makes sense. So we get a Plains out of it. Yep. I think we just lose to value, right? I mean, we try it. We try it, we try it. Chances are it will not work. Yep. We have had very opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of decks we've been against. We had 2 Goblin decks and then an Azorius control deck, which is fine. That makes sense. If they ditch that counterspell, chances are they've got a counterspell, for the record. What do we do? I don't think we can do anything, right? Like, eventually they just kill us. Oh, now they definitely just kill us. They could also Field of Ruin the other castle, so now we just absolutely have nothing. Yep. Here we go. Woo. We gonna die. There's no way around it. We tried. We had some cool plays in the beginning, but it's a control deck. Like, what did you expect, I guess, right? Settle the wreckage, yeah. We're gonna stick it out just because, but chances are we are definitely just dead here. We create a token. They kill that. We get our land. Yeah. Now they can just, like, bounce this if they want. They've got, like, a million answers. Heck, they could sweep. And it'd be perfectly reasonable at this point. Oh, goodness. So they've got Scry. They've got Azcanta. Azcanta. We have double Mythos in our hand with very little to do with it. Create a token that's a copy of target permanent. So here's my question. If we copy this permanent, like Teferi, do we get it? Because we can try it. I mean, chances are it's going to get countered, but, like, we can try it. I'm fine with trying it. Yep. Seal away? Are they really going to seal away? Yeah. All right, let's just see what happens. This is learning. Wait for it. Wait for the counter. Here it comes. Wait for it. You can do it. Believe in you. Yep, there it is. All right. I'm tilted slightly, but also I think we just lose out anyway. They just have so much value and we just don't have anything, so that's okay. 3 losses. We're going to try again. We're going to have another video, so we'll have 3 games in that video as well. You can check that out soon. Hopefully, we will have a little bit more variety in the decks we're against. That being said, we did have goblins on one end and control on the other. But let's see what we can do with this. I do want to see if we can make it work. I'm gonna summarize the deck at the end of that video, as we normally would, but this is historic, this is not standard. I don't know it as well, so we're gonna do our best, but keep in mind, this is not my expert format by any means, not that I have one, but this is a learning experience for me, so just understand that take everything that I say with a grain of salt, is the best thing I can say. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the new Amonkhet format, and I will see you very, very soon for part 2 of this Esper Procession deck. Really excited. See you guys.